So I would like to welcome everyone again to the Atomy Global Personal Platform webinar. Um, so for this week, we are going to have a very special time, right? Last week, I promised that we're going to give speeches and show presentations and videos about attending the Success Academy in Jakarta. So I'm very excited to share with everyone about our trip to Jakarta, where we met with our leaders from Korea and also from Indonesia and so on. And it was also my first time meeting with Sharon Rose Master Hong Sung-soo and Diamond Master Park Jin-hee. So I feel like I've been seeing them every day, but it's the first time meeting in face to face. So it's really been a very special trip for all of us. So let's start by reciting the company motto, and then I will share about the trip to Jakarta. All right, are we all ready?
Yeah,
Yes.
Company
Yeah.
motto. Yeah,
Cherish the
yeah.
spirit,
cherish the
Cherish the
spirit,
There
spirit,
is
create the
create the
vision,
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 follow
follow
the
the
faith,
faith,
그래서
follow the
한다.
service
service
to
to
the
the
faith,
king.
열심히
king.
service
자,
to
하면
the
자,
자,
king.
건강이
자.
가자.
생긴다.
가자,
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 아,
가자,
가자.
가자.
Thank you all very much for your exciting and enthusiastic participation in reciting the company motto. As you all know, the company motto is the very backbone of our business practice, right? Because this reflects not only the business values, but the value that we should be holding in our life in general as well. So that is why because it holds true for all the company culture, company values, and our business practices and our business strategies, that is why we always recite the company motto at the beginning and end of our all meetings and events in Atomy to remind ourselves. Now, here's something that we have all been waiting for. I'm going to share a little bit about our trip to Jakarta. So I just prepared a simple slideshow with photos that I could show everyone. So I will start by sharing the screen again. All right, Success Academy, Jakarta. So when we arrived in Jakarta, that's when we met with Sharon Rose Master Hong Sung-soo and Diamond Master Park. And so that was super exciting. And of course, the first thing that we did is take a selfie and drink hemohim. Of course, right? As true Atomians, we must drink hemohim. So that's the first day that we spent together before the Success Academy. So that time, we actually went to the safari park because we had a whole day to ourselves. So we used that time to also have fun and, also have a bit of a tour. The thing is, even though we are traveling and we're just maybe having fun in Safari Park, that doesn't mean that we're only just hanging out, right? We had our hired driver, Mr. Setio, who we also shared Atomy to. Miss Park, Diamond Master Park Jin-hee, she was sitting at the front next to the driver on the way to the safari, and it was a 2 hour car ride. And so she was using the Google Translate and then also sharing about Atomy. She also put in the Google Translate, "Do you know Atomy?" And he said no. So of course that's when we start explaining, right? So I just want to say, wherever we go, if we are true Atomian, then our market is everywhere. Even for people who do not speak the local language, we can just pull out our phone and use Google Translate, right? Nothing can stop us from spreading Atomy, right? So, as we started the second day, this is the Success Academy. Of course, this is the whole group with also the center in Jakarta with Crown Master Kim Bum-soo's partners. So, we also had a very successful 2 day event in Success Academy in Jakarta. Before we started the Success Academy, we also met with Crown Master Kim Bum-soo and also the Vice President, Mr. Kim Dae-hyun or Danny Kim. So they also had a day to themselves because this is before Success Academy. So I think they also went to play golf. And so we met up at the hotel. We also shared about our story. We also met with our partners, Miss Yenny and Mr. Adrian. And we also had a chat together with Crown Master and Mr. Vice President. Of course, at that time, we not only just met up with them, we also, this is the part where Miss Park is meeting Miss Yenny and Mr. Adrian for the first time. And we also registered the hired driver together in Atomy. And we also all took a him together and we took a photo, of course, right? Yeah. And for the second day, before the actual Success Academy event, of course, we couldn't just stay and sit and relax, right? We have to go outside and we have to share Atomy more, right? So we went to do something we call 백만갑 in Korean or a Go 100 challenge in English, right? Which is the challenge where we go outside, we meet strangers, and we try to share Atomy to them. So with Miss Park and Miss Hong and Miss Junmi, we also went around in front of the hotel and then we shared Atomy to random people, to employees in shops, the people who are walking by. And I had to also speak Indonesian that I am not so good at. And then we were able to share about Atomy. The thing with Go 100 Challenge, as you all know, is not only about getting new member, right? It's also about building our confidence, building our practice, and really bringing up our energy and motivation for doing Atomy business, right? So even if it does not always lead to a new member, actually even just facing the rejections on the street, that is what actually makes us stronger and then builds us undefeatable for our Atomy business. So after we finished the Go 100 challenge, then we also met with the director of Atomy Indonesia. We also met with Sharon Rose Master Kim In-soon, who had come to Jakarta from Korea. And we also met with Miss Minnie, Diamond Master Minnie Margono. I don't know if she's here right now, but yeah, we it was really nice to see Miss Minnie as well because she is always attending the um, our my webinar every Monday, and then it was finally I was finally able to meet her again. Now, in the Success Academy, of course, you know that we watched many presentations from Indonesian leaders and also with the Crown Master Kim Bum-soo and Mr. Danny Kim, Mr. Vice President. So they all talk about the business, right? What and the vision and how to do our business and why we have to do this business, right? And it's all really inspiring and very educational as well. And after that, we also had the promotion ceremony for Miss Yenny and Mr. Adrian, who just got promoted to sales master from Surabaya. So it was a truly meaningful time for us. Now, of course, after the first day of Success Academy, it doesn't just finish there, right? What we have to do after Success Academy is very clear, right? They say in every single time we have the Success Academy, we have to write our life scenario. So with Miss Hong and Miss Park, and also with Miss Yenny and Mr. Adrian, we went to our hotel room. And then we took the time together to write the life scenario. So, it was funny because it was also not so easy for me to just suddenly try to write down my dreams. I thought that my dream is very clear and I have a very big dream. But when I tried to write it down again, I was like, oh no, what do I write? So I think a lot of us also struggled to write the dream down right away. But the thing is, no matter how awkward it feels or how strange it feels, this is when I really realized how important it is to write our life scenario, which I will mention later on. Now, of course, after the live scenario, we even went to the hotel room of Crown Master Kim Bum-soo to get our life scenario checked to show him that we actually wrote our life scenario. We also had some consultation time where Miss Yenny and Crown Master Kim Bum-soo, they also talked to each other and we tried to understand more about each other's story. And also, this is where I think really a miracle happened because through Crown Master Kim Bum-soo talking with Miss Yenny, we could really see and understand that Miss Yenny and Mr. Adrian, they are really in for this business. So we were also very grateful and very hopeful and excited for what is to come in our future. After the second day of Success Academy, we also had after meeting. And so after meeting is usually led by Crown Master Kim Bum-soo, who will give his presentation, extra presentation. But after that, what is more interesting is we are also called to give speeches at the front. So Miss Park, Miss Yenny, and myself, we all got an opportunity to give a speech about and share our story about why we are doing Atomy Business. And after And after that, we also visited the Atomy Center in Jakarta with who is Mr. Kim Bum Soo's partner in Jakarta. And so we also got to see what the local individual education centers look like and also what they should look like and how the after meetings are held after that. Now, I will just show you a very short clip you can see.
그거를 아무 얘기를 안 해도 되면 그러면 내가 공간을 마진도 없는데 그냥 팔아버린 거니까 의미가 애터미 사업의 의미를 모르는 거예요.
Nah, ininya, kitanya tadi yang ini, anda katanya itu bukan jual. Ini barangnya bukan jual. Nah,
Yeah, so Mr. Kim Bum Soo was able to. Oh. Mr. Kim Bum-soo was able to give us another Q&A session where a lot of the members asked them questions about how to do this business in especially in Indonesia. And then he was able to give some really clear insight for how we need to go about our business. Now, this is the last part. I just want to show a short clip of our safari because, in Atomy, we always say work is travel and travel is work, right? So just to share that, here's the video. So we also got to take photos with the giraffe and also feed the giraffe, and it was super fun. Yeah, there we go. So here were my learning points. The first point is the importance of Success Academy seminars and the system. For me, I've been to many Success Academies, yes, but for Miss Yenny and Mr. Adrian, who are my partners, it was their first time going to Jakarta to attend the Success Academy. And the thing is, at the Success Academy, that is where you can see all the proof, right? That this business works, that you can see how big the company is. You can see all the members who are attending, who are there also to earn money. And a lot of them are also already earning money, right? And through the promotion ceremonies, we can see, wow, this person got promoted to sales master. Those people got promoted to diamond and Sharon Rose. And when you see that, you also know that in Atomy, they're not lying about how this business actually generates money. You can see all the people in Leaders Club, Royal Masters, Crown Masters who are there who are actually already successful. So that's where you can really see the proof. And that's also where you can really check about the company. And it's one of the best ways to do that. Now, second is about loving the products. This is what I learned not from the Success Academy, but what I learned from Sharon Rose Master Hong Song-soo. So every time that because we were together for all 3 days, right? And every time she would give us hemohim and then tell us to drink hemohim. And then she would give us vitamin C, and then she would give us other products with apple petal jelly stick and then Fine Zyme and so many products she gave me and all of her partners for us to take during the Success Academy, you know? And that is where I could really feel where I wasn't just happy because I got free products from sponsor, but this is what I saw. This is when I saw, wow, Sharon Rose Master Hong, she came all the way from Korea, and yet she packed all of these products in her bags and brought them from Korea for her to take during the 4-day trip. And then she was also sharing with many people, and you can really see. In Atomy Business, we say that in our three principles for success, the first one is loving the products, right? They always say that you have to love the products, you have to use all the products. And here I could really see, wow, Sharon Rose Master Hong, she really loves the products and she really uses all of them. and she uses a lot. She said that sometimes in one day she even takes 8 hemohim sachet. So that's where how you can see and how you can know, wow, this is the kind of thing where we have to learn from our sponsor. This is the right attitude we must have for us is if we are really doing this business, then we have to love the products this much, right? Now, on my third point, the importance of sharing your speech or STP. So, in the after meeting, Miss Yenny, Miss Park, and I, all three of us got to share our speech. You know, share our goals, share our vision, tell the group about our story. And that's when you also, it's not about just letting other people know about yourself. It's also practicing how you also talk to other people. And that's where you really get the confidence and you also get fired up yourself by speaking your speech. So that also goes to my next point, which is words over matter. You know, our motto for this year is words over matter, right? When we speak out our goals, then they will come true, right? The words that we speak out of my our mouth is what determines our future and our destiny. So this is why also it is so important for us to give our speech because when we say it out loud, then that will change our destiny. So this is also one of the moments where I truly experienced that. And it's also because I shared my new dream that I found from Life Scenario, which is to not only build education centers, but also to build a church in Cambodia. So that is why this is the first time that I have truly, really visualized specifically how I want to realize my dream of spreading the gospel. I wasn't sure how to do it. And then it was actually from this Success Academy where I found that dream, a really specific dream. So that's why it's so important to also write the life scenario, which is my next point, right? We have to write the life scenario because when you do write the life scenario, then you will find your dream. Even if you think that you had your dream and but then maybe it's not specific enough, when you try to write it down in the life scenario, that really helps you think clearly about it and then find that dream that will become your why in Atomy business. And then of course after you find that dream, then you have to speak it out loud and then that will come true, right? The last part is the importance of sponsors, and not only just the importance of sponsor, but importance of learning from our sponsor and listening to our sponsor. You know, this was really my biggest learning point from Miss Sharon Rose Master Hong Song-soo, because she in Korea, you know, she is a leader in Korea, you know, and she is a leader also with Diamond Master Park Jin-hee. They are really in the system. You know, they are always in the system all the time, 100%. So they know exactly how the system works and they know exactly how to follow the system. You know, even more and much more than myself and Sharon Rose Master Junmi, because never really we never really did the business in Korea. So I know that the education system in Cambodia and in Indonesia is a bit different. And also, sorry, I am a bit sick, so I'm just going to cough a little bit. Yes, so for Sharon's Master Junmi and for me, we don't have the experience of following the system from Korea. So when we attended Success Academy here, we could really see Sharon Rose Master Hong Song-soo and Diamond Master Park Jin-hee. They really showed us every little detail of what we need to do, how we need to follow the system. And so we learned so much in just 2 to 3 days from them about how to do the system and also how important it is to really follow everything that is in the system. You know, a lot of the times we tend to think that, oh, I like doing this part, but I don't like doing this part. So then we just take one thing out, right? But no, we have to do every single step, right? Just like 8 steps of success, you have to follow all eight steps, right? It's the same thing with the system. So just because you like this one part and you don't like the other part doesn't mean that you can skip. So that's really what I learned from our Korean leaders from Korea. So that is all for me for my sharing about Jakarta. I hope that everyone enjoyed that. So that took a bit longer than I expected. Um, yeah. So after this, I think we can also hear from Miss Park Jin-hee. Are you prepared for your speech as well, or not today? Yes? Okay, so then we can also hear from Miss Park about how this experience was for her, because, I'm sure that she also has different insights that she can share with us.
Hello, I'm Park Jin-hee, doing atomy business in Korea. I attended the Jakarta Success Seminar in Indonesia in September. When I saw Sharon's master Jeon Shin-yeon and Diamond master Kim Man-chu, who I met only on Zoom, I felt like I was watching celebrities. This is my first time attending a seminar abroad. It was a wonderful experience. It was so much fun to communicate with people with short English words and gestures. It was really impressive to see them jumping over the language barrier and becoming one with Atomy. I learned three things in Indonesia. First, grateful. My worries and difficulties so far were nothing. I was grateful to be able to convey Atomy in Korean. All the blame, criticism, and complaint are gone. Second, madness. It means extreme passion and commitment. I saw what a crazy person looks like. There's no problem with language barriers. Seeing them communicating as one with Atomy, all I could think of was the word magnificent. I also learned about the three principles of success. I felt again that loving products, attending meetings, and Success Academy were all. I could understand the stories of people doing global business. I have to go abroad steadily, be a self leader. I was so happy to meet all that I have only seen on Zoom. Everyone here must be an Imperial Master and meet and play on the ceiling. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much to Diamond Master Park Jin-hee. I am also so grateful to Miss Park because for her, her English is not fluent, and yet, but she still pushes herself and challenges herself to always share in English as well. So, like you heard in her speech, she said that she was grateful, right? That she can share Atomy in Korea in Korean language. And so, yes, I think wherever we are, because I also know that, yes, in Korea, we can share in Korean, but there are other challenges, which Ms. Park and I have talked about. And in Indonesia as well. So, yes, maybe there's a language barrier, but in other ways, it can also feel easier in some ways to share Atomy. So, in everywhere we go, I think there are different challenges, different obstacles and problems. But as all of our sponsors say, attitude is everything, right? So when we work on ourselves, when we train ourselves, and when we also change ourselves to grow, then with that attitude, we can really overcome any challenge and any problem. So I also saw that Miss Park Jin-hee is one of the leaders in Atomy that I respect the most because when it comes to the attitude and character, she really has that character for a extremely successful leader. And that is why I know that wherever she is, whether she is in Korea or anywhere else, maybe because she kept saying that she wants to live in Jakarta. So even if she moves to Jakarta, I know that she will do completely fine in Atomy business because she has that attitude and character for success. So thank you so much, Miss Park, for sharing. And I'm just so happy today to be able to share about our love for Atomy and our experience together in Jakarta. Now, moving on, we also